Okay, getting started with a new game. A day late because I had to get some sleep. But here we go. I've never played this game before. I don't know how it's going to work out. I am your poorly aging, sarcastic, PC witty gamer. I am excited about this game. I just couldn't get to it yesterday when I wanted to, or really this morning when I wanted to. You could tell it's new because it's optimizing shaders right now. Depending on your system, compiling may take a few minutes. And it'd be a few minutes when you're having to listen to the poorly aged, sarcastic, PC witty gamer. So what is this game? This game is The Outer Worlds 2. In some societies, 2 would be the sequel to 1. The game is optimizing shaders for your system to ensure smooth performance and reduce in-game stuttering. This process converts shader code into a format tailored to your hardware, enhancing visual effects and overall gameplay experience. Do not turn off your computer during this time. Are you excited? Now, spoiler alert, I never got very far in The Outer Worlds, so I really shouldn't have bought this version. And we are officially in the pre-release of The Outer Worlds 2, meaning it is set to release on the 29th. And I believe this is the evening of the 25th right now. So if you bought the really expensive version, you got it 5 days early. And because of y'all, I bought the really expensive version. So make sure this goes viral. I'm trying to provide the best game videos so you can see the best games, see how they really run, see whether they're what you want. Now, see, a small percentage of people may experience a seizure when exposed to certain visual images, including flashing lights or patterns. Even people who have no history of seizures or epilepsy may have an undiagnosed condition that can induce previously undetected epileptic symptoms, or they could hear really loud music and it could mess with their brain. If you experience any of the following symptoms during play: lightheadedness, altered vision, eye or face twitching, jerking or shaking of arms or legs, disorientation, confusion, or momentary loss of awareness, immediately stop playing and consult a doctor before resuming playing. If you or any of your relatives have a history of seizures or epilepsy, consult a doctor prior to playing. I am hitting the space button. It is doing no good. This game uses an autosave feature. I didn't get the rest of it. Adjust the gamma slider until you could barely see the left logo. I could barely see it. We're going to kill the music. It's not that it's not good music. It's that I don't know if it's music that the YouTube would allow. We could do it in English, French, Italian, German, Castilian Spanish, Latin American Spanish, Brazilian Portuguese, Russian, Korean, Japanese, Chinese Simplified, or Polish. So there's no Hebrew, Latin, or Greek there, so there you go. We can go first person, third person near, or third person far. We're going with first person. That's the way I play these games. Is there a game in here? I didn't see anything for game difficulty. I usually play a game the first time on the easiest difficulty. And then if I like the game, I'll play it on a harder difficulty later on. The Outer Worlds dose, or 2 in some places. Press the any key.
Welcome to the Outer Worlds 2.
Thank you.
Any similarities to real-world dystopian corporate-branded hellscapes are purely coincidental.
Good to know.
I'm the Moon Man.
Uh-huh.
You might know me from such business entities as Spacer's Choice or its parent company, Universal Defense Logistics. Yeah, I'm kind of a big deal. But I won't bore you with how I became the galaxy's most beloved and recognizable spokesmoon. You're here to choose options from a menu. Well, have I got menu options for you?
But, okay, I don't have to read that. He already read it. I guess I want to start a new game. Let me adjust my settings first. Oh, I think we already did all this. So it is set for the monitor. Most things seem to be on medium. I think my GPU, my graphics card, can handle more than that. But I'm not going to punish it too much right now because the computer has been shutting off like an hour into games, and it's probably the GPU overheating or causing so much heat that it's causing the CPU to overheat. So these are just the same options we already saw. Again, they may not have options for an easier game or whatever. And if they don't, that's fine. Like I said, I usually play on the easiest settings. I usually play on the easier settings the first time I play a game. And then once I've played a game all the way through and loved it, then I go to harder settings. And if I keep playing a game enough and enough and enough and enough, you know, I end up playing on the hardest setting. I want to start a new game. Are you dying too often? Not dying enough? Change the difficulty settings. Menu, it's free. I didn't see the difficulty settings. I was just talking to these people about it.
Commander, we've been hit by one of those space anomalies.
Buddy?
And the piloting system is down.
Buddy?
The astrogator's gears are shot!
Get a hold of yourself.
Hit him again!
You're an Earth Directorate agent.
Affirmative, Commander. What are the orders?
Brace for impact.
Bracing for impact.
Unable to brace for impact.
Is it the end for Commander Zane and Buddy? Tune in next week to find out.
I say hit him again.
From one side of the galaxy to the next, the Earth Directorate is on your side. Whether against corrupt corporations,
Hit him again.
tyrannical governments, or corrupt corporations in league with tyrannical governments, the Earth Directorate is here to fight for the rights of all colonists. So remember, if you or your neighbor's government has turned tyrannical, or sold themselves out to greedy corporate interests, just commandeer a skip drone and send the Earth Directorate an SOS, and we will respond immediately.
Please allow 6 months to 10 years, depending on your proximity to the nearest Earth Directorate base and any unforeseen encounters.
How is she not tyrannical by hitting her subordinate? I think the one thing I want to change would be probably that uniform, and I probably can't do that. I can be a chick or a dude, it looks like. I am going to be a dude. Only because I am a dude in real life. I like the hair. I don't like the scars. I'm sure I can, yeah, I can change the hair later on. Let's look at skin tone just for fun. Oh, I could be a black guy with that preset already. I'm probably not gonna be a black guy in this. I'm not sure what this thing is doing, except putting a dot on my face. Okay, features. I'm trying to remove that scar that's on my left cheek, but I don't think I can. So I'm probably not going to want any of these features. Since these features all seem to be some kind of bruising or additional scarring. I'm just doing this for y'all's sake. Showing what these things do. I don't seem to be getting anything out off of the freckles spread. And I don't seem to be getting anything out of the age wrinkles. Well, I wish I could pick the eye color or at least see the eyes closer up when I'm trying to pick the eye color. We'll go for a slightly smaller nose. It's not really doing enough to make it worth it. Oh, maybe that thing I thought was a scar was just, yeah, it could be the shadow of my long hair. Now we got hairstyle 54, so remember 54 in case we want to go back to it. Okay, let's see him from the beginning. That doesn't seem to be hair at all. I kind of like the stuff that goes down like to my shoulders at least, and I'm not seeing anything like that. Kind of hippie-ish. Maybe there's no hippies in this. That's like getting to be the closest. And we have that we started with, 54. This is just too curly for me. I actually do like it, though. And that's too curly. If there was a way to have that and then, you know. And I'm trying to turn him around. It doesn't let me turn him around. I know we went through these before. So let's go back to... It's going to be something around 54 that we're going to pick. And it might be 54 itself. Nah, we'll keep the curls and all that. Let's see if I can find any sort of purple hair. That's my standard for whether a game is good. Can I have purple hair or not? Oh, and I can. Purple hair. Okay, now facial hair. A good mustache with. I just want mustache, not beard. Are there any good mustaches? I should have been watching the numbers. That's too thick. I think somewhere in the middle was... I mean, it's not perfect, but that's probably the closest we're going to get. Then let's go to 22 and see if it's also purple. It is. Cosmetic eyeshadow. Well, I don't think I'm going to need eyeshadow. It would be nice if my eyebrows were the same color as my hair. Did anybody see eyebrow color? Oh, there it is. Okay, so we need to fix that too. And I can't tell, it doesn't look the same to me. But anyway. Eyeshadow, eyeliner. I don't want to go to Alice Cooper here. Yeah, I'm probably not going to watch, I'm probably not going to wear any lipstick. And I'm not going to have any piercings or tattoos. Now, let's look at the backgrounds I can choose. Why did you join the stored ranks of the Earth Directorate? Well, that's a real good question. Now, if I choose ex-convict, you never cared for the Earth Directorate. And they never cared for you. So much so that they decided it would be best for you to spend much, if not all, of the rest of your life behind bars. However, desperate times call for desperate measures. So you accepted a deal to work for them to clear your record, or escape while they weren't looking. Your background represents who you were prior to joining the Earth Directorate. Backgrounds are used in a variety of places throughout your playthrough, such as conversations and other things you can do in the world. These represent unique experiences that you've gained through life. Now we'll look at Gambler. The grand plan. You know the universe is run by blind luck and chaos, even if you've been riding the winning edge of that chaos for most of your life. Unfortunately, that winning streak came to an end when you lost a bet with an agent who was trying to convince you to utilize your perchant for bucking the odds in the service of the Earth Directorate. After experiencing a youth of hardship and corporate malfeasance, you joined the Earth Directorate, devoting your life to bringing order to colonies in the throes of chaos. You are a champion of the people, whether they want one or not. The law is not to be trifled with, and neither are you. My guess is I'm going to be a professor, but let's see what it says about the professor first. I'd like to be the professor and Marianne, but I don't see a Marianne background, and I don't see a way to combine the two. It's a Gilligan's Island joke for those of you who didn't get it. You were a prominent voice in your field until your penchant for full control archaeology and your colleagues' jealousy at your success rate for retrieving artifacts long thought to be lost cost you both your tenure and position. Fortunately, your talent for dealing with the more unsavory elements of artifact trafficking will serve you well in the Earth Directorate. Now, I will confess, by the way, that I am a professor in Starfield, and so that's another reason to choose this, and I like to think of myself as an academic in real life. So far, none of these others appeal to me, ex-convict, gambler, lawbringer, but we will look at the other ones as well before making a choice. You may have lived a life that skirted the laws of any colony you found yourself operating in. Well, that's terrible English, ending a sentence in a preposition. But that's what you were paid for. Oof. Now ending a sentence in a preposition. This is just lousy writing. And definitely not a reason for your unsatisfied previous employers to hunt you down, is it? So that's not even a complete sentence. Just so you know, in English grammar, you almost never get a sentence that begins with the word and, because and would make a complex sentence. It would join what comes before it to make a complex sentence. So starting a sentence with the word and is generally considered poor grammar, lazy writing. Joining the Earth Directorate seemed like a great way to solve the problems your work history may have caused. That I can somewhat identify with. I say, ending my own phrase in a preposition, but I still like professor better. Roustabout! You're not quite sure what happened. You simply want to find a job that used your particular set of skills, which would be none. Yet one accidental death of a well-known villain later, you're now known as a gunslinging Earth Directorate agent not to be trifled with. Again, ending a sentence with a preposition, with being a preposition there. Lousy, lazy writing. You often find yourself wondering if this Earth Directorate has any good cashier openings. Cashier. Whatever. Now, we need to check our traits. If we go brawny, you're able to perform great feats of strength. In combat, you're an unstoppable force. Sliding or sprinting into hostiles will knock them down. There's a cooldown of 5s. Brilliant. You're intelligent, able to more easily solve problems and pick up new skills. That does sound like me. During skill selection, specialize in one additional skill. Specialized skills start with 2 points. Heroic. Others tend to naturally follow and look up to you. And no, if that was the case, I would have more subscribers here on the Poorly Aging Sarcastic PC Witty Gamer channel, where you're falling in love in stereo. Innovative. You are inventive and crafty, always able to find unique solutions to complex problems. You found numerous ways to be more efficient when crafting. Crafting recipes for ammo, throwables, and resources. Create up to twice as many of those items for the same amount of crafting materials. That sounds useful. It just doesn't sound like me. I do usually go with luck in games. You're lucky. Things tend to go your way. +5 critical chance. Certain opportunities are just accessible to you. Nimble. You're quick and dexterous, able to move more quickly while stealthing and in combat. +25% crouch speed, +25% combat sprint speed. Resilient. You can power through even the deadliest of injuries. It requires more than usual to take you down in combat. Death is presented for 3S the first time you have died each combat. Suave. You have a way with words, getting your discount at vendors and talking your way out of minor crimes. 10% discount on all vendors, and bounty must be 2 times higher than normal to be seen as an outlaw. Witty. Well, they do call me the Poorly Aging Sarcastic PC Witty Gamer. Your fun demeanor and quick wit makes you popular with others. It really doesn't, actually. It's more of a hindrance to getting along with others. Others are willing to forgive your past transgressions. That doesn't sound like me at all. Reputation with any faction can never decrease below neutral, preventing any penalties that would be gained from having a negative reputation with a faction such as vendor subcharges. I'm going to go with brilliant, even though lucky sounds good and witty sounds good. It's just, I'm not, in this case, going with what may be the strategic best because I've never played this game. Oh, maybe I can have more than one trait. I never thought about that. Let's find that out. Oh, there's... So, there's negative traits that come with it. You're hard on the ears and people don't like talking to you. Well, that's certainly true. Others have a hard time accepting you into their communities and organizations. That would explain why after close to 7 months of doing this YouTube channel, I only have 78 subscribers. Like and subscribe, like and subscribe. Others have a hard time accepting you into their communities and organizations. Oh, we read that. Reputation with any faction can never increase above neutral, preventing any bonuses that would be gained from having a positive reputation with a faction, such as vendor discounts. Dumb. Now, how can I be brilliant and dumb at the same time? You weren't recruited for your ability to plan or solve problems. You just can't learn some things. During skill selection, lock 5 of the 12 available skills. Those skills can never have points added to them. Wow. Stickly. Your body is weak. Prone to breaks, scrapes, and illness. Injuries and crashing from primers are more likely. Minus 15% base health, minus 15% toxicity, crash threshold. Well, I don't like any of those things, but I don't see a way around them if I choose my positive traits. So wait, I gotta do this all over again? So how do I get beyond this? Oh, you must. Oh, I only have to accept one of these negative traits. Oh, that's even better. Okay, I thought I was automatically getting all of those. My purple hair does look good, doesn't it? I wish, like I said, it wasn't so curly, but I think now I guess we can go through these. Hopefully there's a game inside when we get through all this. I mean, we're 31 minutes into this now. The engineering skill increases the effectiveness of all armor, granting inherent damage reduction. In conversations and while exploring, engineering aids, you have the ability to act on the knowledge of mechanical systems. Investing in engineering allows you to select perks that further increase your defenses and benefits from weapon, helmet, and armor mods. Oh, this game has mods? Explosives. The explosives skill increases damage dealt with explosive throwables such as grenades and mines, as well as weapons that deal damage in an area. While exploring, it allows the disarming of sensitive objects like mines and traps. Investing in explosives allows you to select perks that increase the potency of explosives and plasma weapons. The gun skill increases damage dealt with all types of guns, including ballistic, shock, plasma, and bioguns. Investing in the gun skill allows you to select perks that further improve your ability to use guns of various types. I'm probably going to select this one. But one reason I did this is to show the difference between game types. So with Plants vs. Zombies replanted, you just get in and play. You don't have to read a bunch of text about how to play it or anything. It's pretty simple. Zombies are coming. Plant some stuff to deal with the zombies that are coming. With this, I could just fly right through these screens, but if I do that, we won't know whether I made good decisions. Well, we'll know when I die whether I made bad decisions. But to really get into the meat of the game, you'd have to read this stuff and know what things are about. So different styles of games. So I'm fascinated that for me at least, they came out within a 24-hour period. Just shows the diversity of PC gaming again. The hack skill allows unauthorized access to various mechanical systems such as terminals, auto mechanicals, and vending machines. Investing in the hack skill allows you to select perks that let you disable auto mechs directly, hack into bounty terminals, and access the restricted inventory of vending machines. Leadership, this is one I might also take, depending on how many skills I'm allowed to get from this list. The leadership skill increases the damage and survivability of your companions. Investing in leadership allows you to select perks that let you use companion abilities more and improve the overall effectiveness of your companions. Nose pick. The nose pick skill allows you to unlock locked containers, doors, and noses. Investing in the nose pick skill allows you to select perks that grant the ability to pickpocket humans and prevent the contents of locked and preview the contents of locked containers. Why would lockpicking have anything to do with pickpocketing? That doesn't make sense. Melee. The melee skill increases damage dealt with melee weapons. Investing in the melee skill allows you to select perks that further improve your ability to use melee weapons of various types. I don't generally use melee weapons in games, so that one's not as interesting to me. I hope there's a game in here somewhere. The medical skill increases maximum toxicity, allowing more uses of the medical inhaler at a time and increased resistance to xyranium poisoning. Investing in the medical skill allows you to select perks that further improve your inhaler, temporarily tame creatures, and make better use of corrosive weapons. The observation skill reveals hidden objects in the world and suitable behaviors in conversations. Investing in the observation skill allows you to select perks that lets you find more loot, track enemies, and more effectively use enemy weak spots. Science! The science skill allows you to maximize gadget energy, allowing you to use gadgets like tactical time dilation for longer. Investing in the science skill allows you to select perks that further improve your gadgets and potency with shock weapons. Sneak, which I usually use in games. The sneak skill allows it. I mean, let's try this again. I'm going to learn how to read someday. The sneak skill makes it harder for enemies to detect you while crouched. Investing in the sneak skill allows you to select perks that avoid traps and perform sneak attacks. So I usually go for things like speech, sneak, and things like that. So I don't know how many of these I'm allowed to select. So it's one thing we'll find out. The speech skill allows you to better influence others in conversations. Investing in the speech skill allows you to select perks that let you get discounts at vendors, intimidate others, and gain more reputation with factions. Again, I don't know how many of these I get, so apparently I get 3, so I'm not going to have leadership. Okay, now I need to enter my name here. And because I am doing this for the lovely folks out in YouTube land, I am, of course, the beloved YouTube dude. Okay. YouTube dude is a professor, so that would be Professor Dude. He's brilliant, witty, and abrasive. That does sound like me. His specialized skills are speech, sneak, and guns. Ah, this is where we decide how easy it is. 38 minutes into it. Now we're going to play in story mode just to get through the game. For people who think I'm being a wimp or whatever, yeah, go subscribe to other channels. I'm trying to show you what the game is like. And I'm telling you, once I get through the game all the way through, if I like the game, then I'll play on normal mode. If I enjoy that and I want something more difficult, I'll play on the hard mode. If I enjoy that all the way through, I will play very hard mode. Games I like, I replay a lot. Skyrim, special edition. I've got close to 14,000 hours in it. Fallout New Vegas, which Obsidian, the same game that made this game, created. I played over 7,000 hours. So if this is a good game, it'll get played all the way through by me and replayed. I don't have to justify myself to you. Identity confirmed. Unlocking classified transmission. Is it an automatic transmission? This appears to be a loading screen at 40 minutes into the video. We may actually get the beginning of the game, but I doubt it.
Commander, as always, I'm calling on you for a mission requiring both your unique intellectual prowess and aggressive instincts for item acquisition. Your destination is the source of all skip drive manufacturing, the Arcadian system. However, for reasons that must remain classified for the moment, this colony is outside our jurisdiction. We have recently discovered that the drives are somehow responsible for the dangerous rift anomalies, the tears in the fabric of space itself. Without skip drives, interstellar travel is impossible. No conferences at which to tear apart your peers' half-baked theories. No jaunts to other systems to find rare historical items. No propagation of knowledge of any kind. In short, stagnation and death for the colonies. Your mission is to rendezvous with DeVries, our forward agent, and assist her in retrieving the information needed to determine exactly how the skip drives caused the rift anomalies. But be advised, if you or any member of your team are captured, you will be on your own. There will be no rescue. We cannot afford for this to turn into an intergalactic incident. Agent DeVries will be contacting you shortly to coordinate your plan of action.
As always, I look forward to your academically grounded yet thoroughly imaginative musings in your summary report. Allah be with you and your team, Commander.
So far, I'm not in love with it, although the visuals are nice and all that. It looks a little cartoony for my taste. A navigation terminal, but I'm not allowed to navigate anywhere. Guess it wants me to go out here.
Commander, Agent Pascal told me to bring you your new model tactical time dilation device. They say these newfangled ones cause no, that ain't right. 10.25% less brain damage than the old ones.
Wow, a whole 10.25%, huh?
Yeah, impressive, huh? Way it seems to make everything move slower still feels a little weird to me, but they tell me I'll get used to it. They say the way it works is like, well, you know how parts of your brain can become damaged if you're in suspended animation too long? It kind of does the same thing.
They simulate brain damage?
Oh no, they don't simulate it. It's the real McCoy. The lab coats swear it's perfectly safe. Science is amazing, ain't it? Listen to me, rambling on. So, well, anyway, here you go. Look, Commander, truth be told, I asked to deliver it to you. I was just hoping to get a moment to ask you for a pointer or two, on how to be a great agent like yourself. Because, well, you're a legend. And the other agents, well, let's just say they disagree on just how I should go about it.
I think the most important thing for you to do would be to become a scriber on the Poorly Aged Sarcastic PC Witty Gamer channel. That'll teach you everything you need to know. You give this video a thumbs up, you share it with your friends, your enemies, and all of that. You watch full videos on the channel and follow by watching another full video on the channel. You'll be fine. Well, I mean, what are they telling you?
Well, Pascal likes to joke around, but I think she's being sincere when she says it's all about looking out for the people who can't defend themselves. Sandoval says he's got no time for weakness. He says we gotta save people because they're too stupid to save themselves. And that we have righteousness on our side. And Jepson, well, you know him. He don't talk much. So, what do you think?
I've always said we need to put me, the people, first. Their humanity and yours is priceless.
Yeah, there's some advice worth taking to heart. Anyway, thanks for giving me the time of day. Most superiors wouldn't. Oh, I almost plumb forgot to tell you. It's near time for Agent DeVries to establish contact. She's like you, top tier, one of the Earth Directorate's best. I know you'll like her. Anyway, we ought to be getting down to the main room and open up the channel.
Let's go. Thanks for bringing me the Transport Tycoon device. Oh, wait. That's not it. The Atari TT. The TTD. The STD. Thanks, by the way. I appreciate it.
Call should come through at the console.
Commander, your credentials are required to open the channel with Agent DeVries. Yours are currently located in your cabin.
Don't worry, you're not the only one who needs their gray matter rewired after hibernating our way through skip space, Commander.
Is this my cabin? It's my cabin and I'll cry if I wanna. Cry if I wanna. Cry if I wanna. You would cry too if it happened to you. I don't know if this is my cabin. I'm guessing it isn't. Anybody know where I stashed my cabin? Anybody know what any of this equipment does? Or what I'm supposed to be doing?
Your cabin door appears jammed, Commander. I've made an internal note for Agent Ibarra to look into the cause. In the interim, you will need to find another way in.
Try not to end sentences and prepositions. In is a preposition. You could view the codex at any time to view any tutorials. I don't even know where my cabin is, so I haven't even viewed the jam we're talking about. Is this the door to my cabin?
All standard issue Earth Directorate Valerie units are a reliable source of information, advice, and logistics evaluation.
Okay, I can't unjam the door because I don't have Brawny or Engineering 1. And that one is sealed. Come on, people, we're in story mode. This should be real easy. I'm just looking to see if I have anything in my inventory, and I don't. I don't even know if I have hands.
Whoa, that's sure faster than taking the stairs.
Doesn't protocol dictate that agents have their credentials on them at all times, Commander?
Don't tell me what to do.
I'll be happy to look into why your door keeps jamming up after the mission, Commander. That is, if you'd like me to.
I was hoping one of them would help me with it, actually.
Door out of commission again? Best accustom yourself to crawling through the vents, I suppose.
I tried that. I didn't see a way in crawling through the vents. But I'll try again. I like crawling around. By the way, for my crew, they don't seem very much like they want to help me. The only place I saw to crawl didn't seem to help. And it was right here. Oh, that's how I get in. Okay. And there are my credentials. Welcome, Commander. Please select from the following menu. Variation of mission orientation. Oy vey. I'm not going to eternally read a video game that I paid. I don't want to tell you how much I paid for it. You can look it up. I bought the most expensive version. While agents frequently receive their orders as a specific set of actions from their local Earth Directorate system headquarters in the form of an Atherwave video message, which would be preferable to reading all this junk to whoever's brave enough to watch my videos, sometimes directly from the Chief of Special Operations, accompanied by a well-typed brief. They can also receive new missions in the field from their agents as well as appeals from private citizens. While these latter missions may contain a few well-detailed elements, they are often vague and poorly worded, sometimes even containing spelling and grammar mistakes. like the whole rest of this game. Agents should expect to use their best judgment and their extensive training to determine the exact mission parameters. Remember, a citizen may not be able to spell malfaction, but an agent is still expected to apprehend the wrongdoers and subsequently file a correctly spelled report. It won't let me save the game.
Commander, considering the danger and consequence of the mission we're about to undertake, I hope you'll forgive the lack of pleasantries. Arcadia is ruled by a dictatorship that calls itself the Protectorate. They are beyond secretive. However, it is their inability to even imagine that someone could infiltrate their system that has given us an advantage. One I've found a way to exploit spectacularly. As unbelievable as it may sound, once you make your way to my location in the Skip Labs, we will be liberating an unsealed Skip core.
But they don't work if they're unsealed and will explode if you try to open them.
Exactly right. But that whole story about the explosive seals being necessary to complete the circuit so they'll function? Well, it's a lie. The seals are just there to conceal the inner workings of the drive so no one else can duplicate them. Examining an unsealed one will be invaluable in helping our lab coats figure out how they cause the rifts. But you'll first need to make your way to the station proper from the landing pad.
What kind of resistance can we expect upon landing?
Hopefully none. Our mission's timing is fortuitous. Most of the sector security was reassigned to the far side of the station in preparation for the imminent visit of their sovereign's family. They decommissioned several landing pads, including ours, to give them fewer points of entry to guard, giving us fewer chances to be intercepted. You'll just need to reroute power to open the door to the sector once you've landed.
Anything else?
Once you gain access to the sector, you'll need to shut down their communications to keep them from alerting anyone to our presence. Then, you'll need to handle their combat mechs.
Understood.
I've managed to leave caches of tools and intel for you throughout the sector. I'd take advantage of all of them, were I you. This may sound simple, but I cannot stress this enough. Do not underestimate the danger we face.
Come on, Agent. Haven't you heard? We're the best and brightest. We infiltrate corrupt governments before breakfast most days.
Do you think this is some kind of joke? The Protectorate are the worst of the worst and will not hesitate to string you up if you're caught, if you're lucky. They think nothing of regularly chemically lobotomizing their own subjects for even the slightest error. Your life isn't the only one at risk here.
Now let's calm down. Agent Pascal meant no disrespect.
Don't tell me to calm down. You know what I've sacrificed? What I'm prepared to sacrifice still? I've spent the better part of a year laying the groundwork for this mission. I don't need a team led by some egghead refugee from academia fouling it up.
Well, I just chose to be a professor. I could have chosen to be an outlaw or something. You do remember who the commanding officer is on this mission, right?
Yes, of course. You were in command here. I apologize if I allowed my nerves to get the better of me. It will not happen again. I promise you. I need to go now. My absence will be noticed soon. Once you land, I'll patch in over comms and guide you through the sector.
Augustine! I mean, Agent DeFreeze. I just wanted to say we're all looking forward to working with you.
Who? Niles? Is that you? Law, what are you doing here? It's been so long.
I'm an agent. First assignment. Suppose I look a mite different now. Less grease. Oh, and no more smelling like fuel neither. Most days. Can't wait to see you once this is over, Agent. And good luck.
Same to you, Ibarra. DeVries out.
Navigator's warmed up in the cockpit, Commander. Whenever you're ready to fly us in.
Okay, I think I'm going to end the video here. And since it didn't allow me to save last time, I don't know what it's going to come back to. Hopefully I don't have to do the first hour over again. But I hope you're having a good day. I am your poorly aging, sarcastic, PC, witty gamer. And I'm going to post this and shoot my next hour of it. Okay, I am your poorly aging, sarcastic, PC, witty gamer, and it's generating shaders again. I don't know why it's doing this. I have already played this game. I should know the shaders. I have not changed anything on my system. Press the any key. I am playing the Outer Worlds 2 right now, and I'm getting into my second hour of it.
You picked the difficulty that puts story over combat. The person writing my dialogue thanks you for their gainful employment.
So now it's making fun of me. I did choose the easiest level, and I do that on every game, just so you know. I play on that level to get through the whole game, generally as thoroughly and quickly as possible. Then if I like the game, and this is a game I probably will like, I replay it on a higher level, and then on every replay I play to the highest level. So if you see me playing a game on the hardest level, it means I absolutely adore the game, which is probably what's going to happen here. Let me continue where I left off. Now, I actually don't know how to do the thing that it wants me to do. We're on our way to some location or other. And I'll probably put this video with the first one, stitch them together, and make a longer video, but I will also release it separately for those who want just the tiny little 1 hour videos or so. Evading guards or attacking. Weapons like shotguns or SMGs deal a lot of small hits very quickly. Enemies with high armor it looks beauteous.
Beloved subjects, we all know that a structure is only as strong as its basest elements, the dirt on which it is built, which is each and every one of you. Yes, you. You are not just a cog in the machine.
Commander, Ibarra and I will secure the building down here, while you're upstairs restoring power to the door.
I don't know why they don't restore power to the door. Why am I... Now see, that seems silly that I would be the only one that would be able to do this. Power fuse 0 of 1, so I don't have the power fuse. That seems to be the power fuse, so now I have it. I worry about games where it's all centered around me. I think in a good game, the world goes on with me or without me.
The electrical system misfired somehow. Security's been triggered. This needs to be dealt with quickly.
As unable to function due to death. Expiring without permission will result in demerits being assigned.
See, this fixing of this door, for instance, seems like something anybody could have done. It was a matter of picking up a fuse that was right next to the power thing.
I'd wager we could use the intercom to call for help, Commander. Must be a guard around here somewhere who can shut the mechs down. Screen's broken, so should be nothing to pass yourself off as one of their own.
I found a badge could be helpful to convince whoever answers if I use the intercom.
Always a good idea to have a cover story.
So what am I expected to do exactly?
Cadet Warden 4th Class Corbin receiving. It's a glorious day in the Protectorate. How can I serve? Wait a moment. You're calling from landing pad 0-53? That's listed as decommissioned. And yet the defenses have come online? Please be so kind as to inform me of your name and ID number so that I may report you for this infraction. And hurry, please. The transmission of the Sovereign's family's arrival will start any moment. I can scarce afford the demerits missing it would entail.
This is Cadet Robin Mowry, subject number 831. Can you please shut down the defenses?
Mowry? Oh, now I understand. I'd heard you were, that your condition wasn't, optimal. What? I know I shouldn't be asking this, but what was it like? The mental refreshment?
Ugh. It was horrible.
Matriarch, preserve me, I knew it. I mean, I am pleased you have been returned to us as a fully functioning subject.
I wouldn't say fully functioning. Then you can help me out. I wouldn't want to be sent back to mental refreshment, was it?
I can't do that. I mean, I would, it's just... You know what, though? In your condition, you're unlikely to even remember this discussion. So it should be of no consequence to me. I will disable the defenses for you, Mowry. But in the off chance you happen to recollect any of this, I beg you never speak of it. And please, do not go around pressing any buttons or fussing with any more whatsits. You wouldn't want to be sent back to... I mean, reassigned again?
Quite slick on using that guard, Commander. Let's not waste time congratulating ourselves.
Beloved subject, we all know that a structure is only as strong as its basest elements.
I think people would be happier with me if I didn't have, like, my gun
Commander, the
drawn
situation
all
is
the
becoming
time.
more fluid than I'd originally planned for. We've got to change our approach. Split the team to handle comms and security concurrently.
Good to know DeVries is consistently on edge. Wasn't just me. You'd think she'd never been on a mission before. Everyone knows fluid's about the best you can hope for. Well, sitting here jawing ain't gonna accomplish much. Looks to be central dispatch on the right with security ops on the left. Which you taking, Commander? We'll hit the other.
I'll take security ops. I'm good at sticking to the shadows.
Kinda figured that'd be your choice. Ibarra and I'll take central dispatch, then meet you at the skip labs. We'll stay well out of trouble, won't we, Cadet?
That's right. Like you told me, Commander, everyone's well-being depends on our success. If whatever's going on here is as bad as the Chief thinks, then we'll make an end of it.
Right. Well, then, notwithstanding Ibarra's enthusiasm here, or DeVries' concerns over fluidity, I'm fairly certain we've got this under control. Rest easy, Commander.
They really need helmets.
Agent Pascal? Ma'am? I've been cogitating on how best to gain entry into Central Dispatch. You know, without bringing all manner of chaos down on us.
You gonna school me on some of that newfangled academy training of yours? So long as Security you don't ops is result in us heavily being guarded. So be ceremoniously vigilant. shot. You'll need to shut down security measures once you're inside. I've left a drop for you in the watch post. There's a key to a maintenance tunnel you can follow into the building.
Is everybody following this story? Because I might need your help later on. I'm also watching a BYU game, so if you know how it turned out, don't spoil it for me. Although, to be honest, I don't know when I'm going to post this video anyway, so I'm not doing it live. I'm not Bill O'Reilly.
You got any thought to how we ought to proceed? You're being awfully quiet.
Plan's coming, honest. How about I, show you when we get to where we're going?
Security operations, maintenance, access. I'm really bad at following maps, although I'm glad they're here. The access will provide entry to the maintenance route called out on the map. Is that all I was supposed to do in this room? If you don't know what you're doing, make a video and show it to YouTube. Now BYU is 7-0 as we enter this game, but they're losing right now, which is not what we expected. And you might be thinking, I didn't know you were a Mormon. And I'm actually not a Mormon, but I did live in Utah for 18 years. And now that I don't live there anymore, guess what? I watch some Utah sports every now and again. Like the Utes and the Cougars. Why are you...
Jepson and I are in position above the sector, Commander. Path's been cleared. Only encountered one guard. He's been dealt with. You should have seen it. It wasn't pretty.
As long as it was done righteously in the name of the Earth Directorate. Right, Sandoval?
I wouldn't stand too close to the airlock when we're back on the ship, Pascal.
Why? Is there something wrong with the airlock?
Awareness and stealth. Enemies that see or hear you will build awareness. Avoid walking directly in front of an enemy's line of sight or approaching too quickly to avoid getting detected. After gaining enough awareness, enemies become suspicious and turn to face the disturbance. If they gain even more awareness, they will investigate the area they last heard or saw something in. Again, you're not supposed to end sentences in prepositions, and in is definitely a preposition. If they find you, they will become alerted and attack. Unlike apparently the BYU Cougars in this football game I'm watching, although I do hope they pull it out. Now, I wasn't a BYU fan when I lived in Utah because when you live in like Salt Lake City, you have to choose between being a Utes fan, and the University of Utah is right there in Salt Lake City, Or if you're more devoted to the Mormon church, you're likely to be a BYU fan. They are located in Provo, Utah, which is about 50 miles south, which isn't a bad drive. It's along the I-15. It's not a bad drive except in the winter. You can get a lot of snow in Utah. It's high elevation and all of that. So it can be a bit of an onerous drive in the worst of the winter. I've driven it. I remember my car breaking down in a blizzard between Provo and Salt Lake City. So anyway, and last week they had what they call their Holy War, which was the Utes of the University of Utah playing the BYU Cougars. And BYU was able to defeat the Utes, who at that point were like 5-1. But BYU is 7-0 now. But it's not looking good that they're going to continue this. Crouching. Both makes it significantly harder for an enemy to see you or hear your footsteps. The sneak skill decreases the rate that enemies can spot you. Look for various perks or effects that can make your footsteps silent. I don't know if that was the best thing to do, but, you know, we're pretty deep into this game now. I certainly needed something at which to shoot. I've already forgotten why I'm here. That's one of the problems with these epic storylines. It's easy to forget the whole bit.
I've stashed a knife in the maintenance access for you, with, instructions on how to use it to quietly bypass the guards.
And there may be a quest log that I don't know about that would help make all this easier to follow. I certainly don't know. Your sovereign protector of Arcadia, caretaker of worlds. Attacking unaware enemies while crouched will perform a sneak attack. For most weapons, this allows you to preview your damage and prepare a power attack, weak spot hit, or charge shot with certain guns. One-handed melee weapons deal bonus sneak attack damage in addition to their normal or power attack damage. Look for mods and perks to gain additional sneak attack damage with other weapons. I would assume there'd be no mods out yet since the game hasn't officially been released. It may be they only had us come here in order to read that little thing to you. I don't even know if that guy's the enemy. Oh good, he is the enemy. I'd hate to think I killed someone who wasn't the enemy. Another thing about these games, and I don't know about this one because I'm just playing it for the first time, but generally there are, even though they're supposed to be role-playing games, there's generally no options to be truly evil. Not that I want to be truly evil, but there's generally no options for that. You are the raw material for perfection. Now, Forget it, I won't make a Mormon joke here. From the lowest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We are all in this together. And, you know, I was never planning on bringing religion into the gaming channel. But then I saw that there were like Bible-based and religious-based video games.
Maori since their return.
And so then there was like,
It saddens me.
you know, a crossover.
It is sad that they weren't worthy. Otherwise, they'd have had the strength and constitution to emerge a better subject, more able to fulfill their duties.
Yes, that is exactly.
Again, I'm glad he was an enemy.
Malcontents, liquored up on artificial flavors. They're seeking cover! Realign with the paradigm! Breaking for cover! State your business. Minimizing exposure, maintaining perfection.
Hopefully he was an enemy. Massages from Arbiter Jackson, subject temporary updates to security protocol. That does sound like an interesting message. To Horizon Point personnel from Arbiter Jackson, subject temporary updates to security protocol in preparation for the visit of the family Varric, kin of the Sovereign. The following security measures will be put in place. 1. Landing pads 0 through 53 through 059 will be temporarily decommissioned. Any access to the sector must be funneled through landing pads 062 or 066, where security has been tripled. 2. To keep Sector 50 free of crowding, only a select number of authorized subjects will be allowed to continue their work in that area during the family Varric's visit. All other subjects shall be temporarily reassigned. 3. All guards will be assigned to location. I'll learn to read someday. Well, right here on your favorite YouTube channel, the Poorly Edgy Sarcastic PC Witty Gamer channel, where you're falling in love in stereo. 3. All guards will be assigned a location to patrol. These patrols may not be ceased until ordered to. See, that's another sentence ending in a preposition. If my mother were alive today, she would roll over in her grave. She, of course, was an English teacher. From Mechanist Morgalis, subject current automechanical defense systems. It has come to my attention that there is still some confusion surrounding the automechanical defense systems. While it appears that nobody has had trouble initiating defense measures, I assure you that the procedures for shutting them down are just as intuitive. Simply proceed to the control room of the Security Operations Division and seek out a large switch. Truly, you can't miss it. flip it from on to off. It's weird that they just have this out here for me to find. If that doesn't work, a simple slug of a wrench or similarly blunt object to the automechanical's control box should do the work. Matriarch guard you, Mechanist Margolis. Is that all the messages? I guess so. I do like story in video games. But in this one, they've given me so much story, and I don't know if the reason I can't understand it is because I'm not supposed to understand it, or just because I'm so old. Security Instruction Manual Part Dos. Code Red. How to deal with security breaches and other highly improbable events. Amended. As distressing as the previous volume may have been, you may breathe a sigh of relief, Cadet. Rest assured, this manual was written solely out of an abundance of caution. Here in Arcadia, we needn't worry about dissidents because everyone abides by the plan and is working toward the utopia of the matriarch, dreamed of. See, it was better the way I was reading it because I wouldn't have ended that sentence with a preposition. We needn't worry about invaders either, as every other human outside of Arcadia is too enslaved with unequal labor and subpar technology to even hope of making the journey here. Even so, remember that your vigilance demonstrates your worthiness as a subject. Can I pick up the item or not? Apparently I can only examine it. Wake up to find out that you are the eyes of the world. I regret to confide in you that I have been a mite foolhardy with my work as of late. It seems my prized hauler, Automech, drifted too close to the core in the diagnostic laboratories. Its coating has unfortunately warped. Its arm only works on one side, and the audio cartridge begins and ends every status update with abrasion detected. Please do whatever you must to fix it. My superior has made it clear I cannot request any more Automech assistance due to my level of performance. May the matriarch grant you mercy on me. This morning you will have received a dismantled automechanical in a crate. You are to immediately inspect and diagnose any existing deficiency in its wiring and targeting systems. The automechanical in question mistakenly identified its handler as an unsanctioned presence and began to fire upon her. For obvious reasons, we cannot have this happen again. I will expect a report on your findings by the end of the day. Warden Lewis. Item 1. Holler Auto Mech Model A5C. Report damage due to redacted. Experiment in the skip drive diagnostic laboratories. Protective plating is melted and the unit emits an unpleasant stream of noises. Yeah, well, so do I, but I try and keep them out of the stream. Replacement plating and a silencing module recommended. Well, if it was just that easy. Item 2, breach of duty. Cadet Olson abruptly left his post without written authorization, saying he needed a short respite, returning 5 minutes and 32 seconds later. Mechanist Margolis promptly reported this unsanctioned activity. Item 3, transfer of personnel. Cadet Olson has been transferred off station, effective immediately. Mechanist Margolis is to retain all responsibilities at the repair station. Is any of this supposed to make any sense to me at this point? Or am I doing this right and just... You know, maybe I'm supposed to be reading this and questioning it and not knowing about things, and maybe I'll understand things better as I play more or level up or whatever. And if so, then I'm doing exactly what I should be doing. I don't know if that's the case, but I hope so. By the way, BYU now has 20 points as opposed to Iowa's, or it could be Iowa State. I don't know. It's not showing on the screen right now. But it's 20-24. Yeah, it's Iowa State. So the automechanical on the hoist has been partially dismantled, exposing a damaged targeting module. Oh, I think we read about this.
I've left some distraction devices in a floor panel by the scaffolding. Use them to breach the control room. Just wait until their guns are pointing away from the position.
You know, they started ribbing me saying I probably was working in wastewater processing when I couldn't tell them anything about this assignment. Didn't bother me, I assure you. But it was just too close to implying that some jobs are less worthy than others for me to let lie. We all are equal in the service to the Sovereign.
Automechanical security system status operational. Okay. Warning, disabling automechanical security measures may leave this sector vulnerable to intruders. Are you sure you would like to proceed? Yeah, they told us that there are no intruders, remember? Automechanical security measures status disabled. Warning. Horizon Point is currently vulnerable, which is punishable pursuant to Protectorate Penal Code 894-7321. See, I didn't know it was 7321. I thought it was 7468. So.
Opting for better cover. Good. Those mechs should give you no more problems. Rendezvous with your crewmates outside and meet me at the skip labs as soon as possible.
Quick once over.
Warden Lewis, I am most satisfied to hear that all of our personnel are adhering diligently to protocol. I would expect nothing less as we prepare for the Sovereign's family to visit our station. Cadet Maury is set to return from mental refreshment shortly, and the reports are not good, actually. Restrict him to menial tasks until we can gauge his capabilities for ourselves, and let us keep him out of sight during the upcoming visit. We will be sending instructions on how to properly receive our guests in the next few days. It is incumbent upon us to do our utmost to ensure that they have a pleasant and safe visit. Anything less will be answered for. Quit ending your sentences and prepositions. The last few years have been difficult since the death of our first beloved. I'm sorry, let's try that again. Right here on your favorite YouTube channel, the Poorly Aged Sarcastic BC. BC? Let's try that again. Let's try this over again from your Poorly Aged Sarcastic PC Witty Gamer. That being me. By the way, BYU has gotten ahead, so no worries now. It is now 26 to 24. Why am I getting everything wrong? And now they just kick the point after. It is 27 to 24. So hopefully they go on to victory, but there is 4 minutes and 33 seconds left in the third quarter. So there's time for the other team to come back. Our moral obligation to lead humankind was set back on Earth when the matriarch and the first presiding... Oh, yeah, we still have to read the first paragraph. The last few years have been difficult since the death of our beloved first sovereign. But the protectorate remains strong. Our new sovereign, the first son and the grandson of our beloved matriarch, will lead us to a new future for all humankind. Our moral obligation to lead humankind was set back on Earth when the matriarch and the first presiding bishop of the Order of the Ascendant first envisioned our perfect society. It is our legacy. It is our mandate. It is who we are. But none of us can do it alone. Your neighbor takes comfort in knowing that you would not hesitate to report them for questionable behavior. And we know you feel the same. However, even the most upstanding subject sometimes needs guidance. By the way, this sounds exactly like Utah. I shouldn't say such things even in jest. I might lose the few subscribers I already have.
We're en route to the comms control module. Just need to deal with these guards, quiet-like.
Yeah, I know. I'm supposed to reunite with the crew. May shock you to know I don't know where the crew is. The dream police, they live inside of my head.
Give us a minute. Something's not right.
The dream police, they come to me in my bed. The dream police are coming to arrest me. Oh no. You know the talk is cheap, and those rumors ain't nice. And when I fall asleep, I don't think of life.
What's that? An explosion? Abara, Pascal, do you copy? Niles, say something.
What the fuck just happened? I see smoke.
Hey, watch your language. This is a G-rated channel, the Poorly Aged Sarcastic PC Witty Gamer channel. It's where you're falling in love. In stereo. We don't put up with any profanity. Well, I know I didn't cause it. I was
Attempting
just...
to resuscitate Agent Ibarra. Please stay clear.
What in the void happened here, Val?
An unabridged debrief is not available at this time. But in the parlance of Agent Pascal, some crazy... censored... alert. This unit has lost contact with Agent Pascal. There is a 90% chance she is trapped under rubble, most likely mortally wounded and beyond help. Triage protocols dictate stabilizing Agent Ibarra's vital signs before commencing recovery efforts. Please secure the area.
Ibarra needs more help than you can provide here. Take him back to the ship, now.
Attempting to move Agent Ibarra is not advisable at this time. This unit will relocate Agent Ibarra to the incognito once he is stabilized or deceased. All other agents are advised to continue with the next mission objective. Please head to the Skip Labs now. Per Earth Directorate guidelines, an incapacitated agent's equipment is available for team use. Agent Ibarra's rifle is now yours, Commander. Using it may improve your odds of survival.
Commander, guards are closing in on your location. Agent DeVries, we need an updated tactical report. We've got agents down.
This makes no sense. There were no hostiles in the immediate area. No logical cause for that explosion. There's nothing more we can do for them. It doesn't change our mission. We have no choice but to keep pushing forward.
Recruits. System is resilient. Any subject failing to
Well, I don't know what's happening in the game, but at least I found people to shoot at. Skip Drive Diagnostic Laboratories. I think I'm supposed to go there. I was just innocently singing Dream Police, so I know I didn't cause whatever happened. I think the sets look really nice in this game. And now we're getting into the...
Hey, you there! Come over here at once! Please?
Who is speaking?
What are you doing here? Why aren't you at your post? Has this whole facility gone mad? Something awful has happened. We must be on our guard. Security ops cannot even be reached despite all of my attempts. This should be impossible. The automechs all returned to their charging stations and deactivated. And then there was the explosion. Please, tell me you know what's happening here.
I don't know, I just got here myself.
By the matriarch, your voice. You're the one I spoke to over the intercom, but you're not Mallory, which means I let an unauthorized person into the facility. No. I am ruined. You've played me for a fool, talked me into an action that borders on treason. And now, the price must be paid. I'm a loyal subject, I swear. Why would you do this to me?
I see no one here to pass judgment on your actions. I certainly won't be telling anyone.
They need no witness to convict me. My demerits assure they'll be interrogating me about all this. They'll read my guilt on my face, hear the failure in my words. No matter how I try to conceal it, I'll just wait here for them to come and take me away. It is over for me. I need accept it. I know I'm still a loyal subject, even if no one else does.
I know you're a good subject, and you'd be an even better one if you helped me out.
No, flattery will not work on me. I may not know who or what you are, but I know what I am. A failure, a disgrace. There is no help from me.
There's got to be. I guess I'll have to find a way to change your mind. Leave conversation.
Beloved subjects, we all know that a structure is only as strong as its basic elements.
Okay, I don't know how to get to that other side, but we will find out. Looks like there's no health regen, or at least not at this point. Does the world feel real enough to you? The world has never had a good definition of the word liberty. This is a reminder that the annual Day of Remembrance will take place a fortnight from today. Let us use this time to reflect on the wisdom of Alexandra Varek and how we might each do our part to safeguard the perfect society she built for us. Oh, Iowa State got caught up. The game is tied now. There's a minute and 47 seconds left to go in the third quarter. In honor of our matriarch, all personnel of Horizon Point are to gather at the highest platform of their assigned sector at midday and raise their hands to the sun. May her legacy inspire some of us. Oh, wait a minute, that's not what it says. May her legacy inspire us all. Okay, well, I don't know how to get over the other side of that thing then. And maybe they don't want me to. Maybe they want me to deal with this dude first. No, that's locked as well. I don't know what they want me to do first.
You're back. Can't you just leave me to my misery?
Nope. Couldn't resist coming back to torment a protectorate subject more. That seems mean.
You traitorous swine! You shan't get away with this! I mean, Matriarch, be my witness. I won't allow you to get away with this! Guards! I need immediate assistance at the bridge! Sovereign as my witness, we shall make you pay for this!
Nice and guided! Silver spot looks better in position!
Heading to the floor.
Swift and terrible! Pushing ahead!
Attaining perfection. Explosion imminent.
I am out!
When in doubt, find something to shoot.
void was going on out there. Did you think shooting up the place was a good idea right now, after what happened to Niles? You need to stop the tomfoolery, take the lift behind you, and get to me as soon as you can. It is imperative we retrieve this unsealed core and escape this station.
Is this the lift to which she refers? I guess it is. But it's good to know she doesn't like what I did either. I've got friends in no places. Warren Jiang, I have been conducting a minor yet thoughtful and scientifically sound experiment alongside my daily duties. I have noticed a few peculiarities that have led me to believe that items swallowed up by the rifts may in fact be somehow recovered. Now, this hypothesis is in its early stages, but I believe with some dedicated time and resources, we can dig deeper into the matter. Do I have your permission to proceed? Respectfully, Cadet P. Alderman. Cadet, well, I wish I could applaud your industrious spirit. Your unwillingness to focus on your mandated work it's given me pause. Do you not believe the decision to place you in this position was a wise one? Question mark. Are you suggesting the plan is not an acceptable path to follow? Question mark. May these questions open your eyes so you may see the root of your brazen effrontery. Set aside your hypothesis and instead redouble your efforts towards finding a cause for the rift's creation, as you have been chosen to do. Warden Jian, your new work order is acknowledged, and a roster of specially equipped automechanicals will be arriving shortly. Our team of mechanists are raring to get started. Surely, with this new methodology, our work in stabilizing the containment chamber will be all the more effective. As a side note, I'd like to show you that Mechanist Partible only has one automechanical under his purview, so the rest of the fleet should remain functional as anticipated. You know, at this point, I still kind of wish for a Fallout New Vegas remaster. And I mention that because Obsidian, the people who made the Outer Worlds 2, also made the Fallout New Vegas. Imagine a New Vegas that would run in 64-bit, use as much memory as you have, could run more mods, be more stable, and have updated graphics. It would be great. It could run on the modern consoles, which would introduce New Vegas to a whole lot more people. The half-erase note is verbose and uses highly. The half-erase note is verbose and uses highly scientific Don't jump ahead in your reading, and you can actually get this out here for the few people who are watching this video. The half-erased note is verbose and uses highly specific scientific terminology, but you are able to parse the author's meaning. There are several factors to consider if we are to successfully ascertain the cause of and possible remedies for the spatial rift anomalies. These factors include, but are not limited to, the ship's size and mass, its speed at time of skip, and the age and number of uses of the skip drive itself. The most complicated factor, however, is the number of ships that have skipped at specific locations. We are currently making great strides in finalizing the methodology to model this in the laboratory, also known as the laboratory. Needless to say, discovering the root of the problem remains our priority.
Commander, be on your guard. I'm picking up increased security activity in your area. They'll be at your location at any moment.
Or it is.
This panel controls the line to a cluster of fuel cells. None of the options make sense to you. So, when I lived in Utah, obviously BYU was the enemy because I chose to be a Utah Utes fan. But see, the beauty is once I moved out of Utah, I had nostalgia for both teams. And so now I can root for BYU, for instance, without feeling like a traitor, as long as they're not playing against some team I like more, like UCLA. For those who don't know, UCLA is UCLA, or USC, which is the University of Second Choice, also known as USC, or, of course, the University of Utah, or the University of Arizona. Now, since BYU, there's so many, teams in the league, and BYU is normally not playing any of these, it gives me plenty of time to root for them. And I did root for them, except last week when they were playing the Utah Utes. By the way, BYU has just gotten ahead 34-27. Now, when I lived in Los Angeles area, I lived in Southern California, that's where I grew up, I chose UCLA. You have to choose UCLA or USC. I think it's a law or something like that. So you choose which one to root for. But again, once I moved away from LA, I could, root for both UCLA and USC, UCLA and USC, as long as they're not playing each other. If they're playing each other, then it's UCLA. I hope we have that straightened out for you.
It is not our place to question. Take Arcadia! Seeking cover!
Under the cover. And I guess that's why they call it the booze.
Hastening to cover! Trust the plan! Refilling my...
I'm getting around the hour mark, which is when I'm gonna end the video. And I'll probably make another video, but I'm just doing...
Something's wrong. We can't get into the skip lab, and DeVries isn't responding to our comms.
An hour at a time.
We're trapped out here. So don't count on us for backup. We'll be busy keeping ourselves alive. Don't worry about us. Just get to DeVries and liberate that core so we can get out of here.
Oh, it's an auto dock. Okay. I didn't see what it said it was, so. Tactical Time Dilation, TTD gadget. You are equipped with the latest in Earth Directorate technology. The Tactical Time Dilation gadget slows down the world, giving you time to think, as well as take action, or smoke a cigarette or something. I'm kidding. Why would I want a cigarette? Why would I want the deep, satisfying flavor of tobacco? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. YouTube, don't ban this video or anything, please. I'll be good. You'll see. Take this dream away. So it's BYU 34 and Iowa State 27 right now, but there is a flag. And there's 14 minutes and 21 seconds to go. So, you know, everybody raw. BYU. BYU is number 11 in the country right now. You have a limited time in this mode. Standing still drains your gadget energy meter very slowly, while moving and attacks drain it faster. The gadget energy meter refreshes slowly over time, but can be increased via other equipment and the science skill.
Minimizing exposure.
Remember, we're all in this together. The skip drive is our legacy.
Are we all in this together?
It is who we are, and it falls to you, the eyes, the ears, the brains of Horizon Point Station, to determine who introduced the flaw into our perfect skip drive manufacturing process. We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate, but none of us can do it alone. Remember,
Straight to it then.
where are all the
Serve the
Quit trying to kill me. I'm innocent, I tell you. Well, we're over the 1 hour mark, so
Listening to cover.
as soon as I secure the area, I'm going to
Restoring the balance.
end the video and then start the next one.
Through his beneficent guidance. Seeking cover.
Who or what is firing at me? Whatever you think I've done, I am innocent. Impressive looking machine. I don't know what it does. I think I'm in the wrong area, but maybe I had to come here for some reason first. But again, if the area is secured, then I can just save the game and exit. And we will be back to this later. Later means after now.